everybody, it's Kneecap here, and in this video I'm going to be talking about alt characters, specifically in Legion, and how I hopefully hope that they fix it, make it better, I should say, in Battle for Azeroth. What I mean by this is I have really neglected doing alt characters. This is something that's been talked about a lot during this expansion. I never played too much into it because I just frankly didn't have the time to be playing a bunch of alt characters anyways. But recently, because of the lucrative gold making you can do on the mission boards, and frankly, I've been, not doing that on alt characters enough. I've been trying to get my alts to a point where they could do all the stuff. And while doing that, you're on the character and you realize, and while you're doing your world class, whatever you need to do, you realize that wow, you're like so behind your main character that you couldn't technically play on it if you wanted to. Now, of course, there's people that have a lot of time and just play WoW, for a large portion of each day that don't have any problem with this. But in previous expansions, you could have, probably easily 4 rateable characters without being like a lifer, where all you do is play WoW. Now, I do understand it wasn't an intentional thing that they did. It was more of this whole new artifact system, the legendary system, the research system, and the order halls. There's a lot of gates on this expansion, would be the best way to put it. So you had time gating for almost everything. You had time gating on, the order hall research at first. You had time gating just on how many things you had to do to get your legendaries. You had time gating on everything pretty much, including missions in itself on the mission board, and just farming everything you need to do to get followers up if that's the route you're going. So with all this gating, if you are someone who plays constantly, especially on your alts, like let's say you just get on the raid and maybe farm materials you need, whatever, you probably don't really have alts in this expansion, or they're just like really fresh 110s, or maybe it's not that they didn't put catch-up mechanics in, because they did. So right now, if you dinged 110, you could get up to 900 really fast, really easy. You could probably do Raid Finder, maybe get into a normal or heroic run with your guild and get carried up. I mean, I have one character that's an alt that's 940 because I've run heroic a few times with my guild on it, a boomkin. But that's just I have that luxury of basically getting carried on my boomkin by my guild. Not everybody is a raider in general, first of all, let alone somebody who is going to just go in and get carried, basically. So what I hope for in Battle for Azeroth is that they kind of limit the gating, or they introduce the catch-ups faster. So now, like I said, now it's not a big deal. Now I'm trying to take this time where you can instantly get everything up, all your artifact power and everything, as soon as you hit 110, basically. I'm trying to take advantage of that on my other characters as much as I can, in an attempt to make a lot of gold before this expansion hits. So far, so good. But I'm hoping that they introduce those mechanics a little bit faster, or make them a little bit more powerful when they do introduce them, like this last one has been in Legion, because it does stink not being able to play your alts. There's a lot of times where I could wish. I always default to a mage alt, usually, when I get bored of my main. And it really did kind of stink. I did kind of start gearing up my mage at one point, but that was like during Nighthold, I believe. But that was a lot of work just doing that, and then I fell behind my main character. So I hope they do a lot more catch-up mechanics for this, or don't. I mean, we don't have legendary systems, so that's one less thing you have to worry about. Hopefully, the order hall or whatever comparison thing is less time gated, and then hopefully, basically everything's less time gated, so that way we can enjoy playing on our alt characters more. You don't have to make it super easy to have alts, but you can definitely find a middle ground between Legion and every other expansion. So that's my theory on alts and what I hope they do. I hope that they make it a little bit easier this expansion. Let me know what you think. Did you hate alts in this? Did you enjoy having alts in this expansion? And what do you think they should do, if anything, to change it? As always, everybody have a good one.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching. Thumbs up and sub as always. Also comment below, share the videos. Appreciate it so much. You can also check me out at Twitter at WoW Gaming Inc. and at Twitch with the tag name Kneecap Killa. So everyone have a good one, and see you again soon.